Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to none other than Scratched Up Live number 24. You've made it over here to Quarter Day Recordings, home of Scratched Up Live, a hip-hop research stream. Let this be your first stop on YouTube for hip-hop discussion and production. That's the goal here. And boy, do we have a show today. Tonight, actually. It is 9:20 p.m. Central Time. I am your host, Derek Obscure. Oh. Oopsies. What's up? I hope everybody who is out there watching live or in the future, I hope you're good. I hope you had or are having a happy holiday season. And if you haven't, I hope you have a better year. Onward to a better 2025, right? I missed last week. That did happen. Wasn't intentional, wasn't planned, but I had a lot going on. It was Christmas. I do live production work for a church, and so, it's extra busy during Christmas time. I had our regular, service, weekly service, and then 2 days later I had a special Christmas Eve service, that is way more complicated than our normal services. And, it was a lot of work to prepare for. So I didn't get to stream it last week. Usually I like to give an announcement about that, and I just didn't. So I went ghost for a while, but we're back. Okay, we're back. Just like we never left, It's a little bright. Seems a little bright, don't you think? How do I do this? Maybe something like that. A little better. So yeah, we're back. And actually, we're back under pretty unfortunate circumstances. Things are going crazy right now, but I knew I needed to stream. I kind of wanted to do it last night. Didn't do it. Been pushing it off. And even tonight, I was like, man, well, I'll tell you what. I got a PS5 for Christmas, so that's kind of been eating up some time and attention and motivation. But we're here now, so all is not lost. But I felt it was extra important to stream tonight because, as you can see from the opening, or from the thumbnail, we lost a legend. OG Maco died on December 26th at 32. And if you watched our last stream, you might not be too shocked by this because we already covered the fact that he was in the hospital after a suicide attempt. And this is the result of those injuries. So incredibly sad. And we'll go over what we already went over last week. We'll go over it again a little bit, the details of his medical conditions that he has been was battling with. He had a flesh-eating disease on his fucking face. And since then I've seen pictures. I didn't show the pictures last time. I think I'll be able to show the pictures tonight of what he was struggling with. And then the depression on top of that was the real killer. we read some things that he had written about his depression. It was pretty dark and sad. And so in that last stream of mine, this really cool outfit of his, something I would wear, the shirt and the hat. But in the last stream of mine, ours on this channel, I was just putting my heart out there for OG Maco. And fast forward to today, it's pretty unfortunate how things played out. Let's just get into it, I guess. Atlanta rapper OG Maco 32 family confirms. Wait, am I missing? Oh, Jesus. Atlanta rapper OG Maco dies at 32. Family confirms. Atlanta rapper OG Maco, real name Maco Maddox, passed away at 32 in an LA hospital, reportedly from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. His family announced his death on Instagram, emphasizing his resilience, creativity, and the lasting impact of his music and spirit. OG Maco gained fame with his viral 2014 single You Guessed It, which led to a record deal with Quality Control Music. Known for his energetic and aggressive style, he released several mixtapes and projects blending trap, punk, and experimental sounds. The family expressed gratitude to fans and supporters for their unwavering support throughout his career. Passed away Thursday night surrounded by his family. The rapper had been in critical but stable condition since being admitted for a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities believed it was self-inflicted. His family made the official announcement on Friday afternoon on Instagram after several false reports, which read, "With heavy hearts, we share the heartbreaking news of the passing of our beloved Ben, known to the world as OG Maco. His life was a testament to resilience, creativity, and boundless love. Through his music, passion, and unwavering spirit, he touched so many lives and left a lasting impact. While we grieve this immense loss, we also celebrate the extraordinary life he lived, one that will continue to inspire and uplift others. Maco's influence both as an artist and as a person will remain forever etched in our hearts. For those who wish to offer condolences, share memories, or connect with the family, please reach out through this account. That'd be OGX Maco on Instagram. Your support means more than words can express. To all of Maco's fans, friends, and supporters, thank you for standing by him throughout his journey. Today we celebrate a life that was extraordinary in every way." That's what that read. So, a little bit about OG Maco. He gained significant attention with his breakout single, You Guessed It, in 2014. That was the year I graduated from high school. Big, social year for anybody, Senior year of high school, the camaraderie. So, that was a big song that year. And every time I read the song name, I just hear it in my head, you know what I mean? Big song. And unfortunately, probably as a lot of people are feeling, once again, I don't really know the rest of his discography. For how much I love hip-hop, how much I research hip-hop and everything, let's, for example, this is me being honest right now. See how much OG Maco I have. But still, that one song is huge. Wait, oh my god, I literally don't even have You Guessed It in my fucking library. How embarrassing. What is wrong with me, dude? How do I not have You Guessed It? Oh, wait. No, I had this. So, yeah, I certainly had this, but I must have deleted the entire thing. Is that true? No, guys. If anybody who's watching, that was nothing was pulling up at first, but I do have OG Maco in my library. Okay, I was about to say. I have 4 songs. Okay? But it is true I do not have You Guessed It, which is pretty blasphemous. Look, and I've got him featuring on all sorts of shit. See, he's featuring on Friday the F-Bomb remix by Earth Gang on their tour. Dude, OG Maco, he's on 2 songs that are... Dude, he's on Instinct by the Neighborhood. That's huge. I love that song, dude. That's huge. And he's on You Guessed It. And he's on Friday the F Bomb remix by Earth Gang. Like, he's got 2014 on lock. And that's a huge year for me. I'm not even joking. Like, this album came out in 2014. You Guessed It came out in 2014. And Friday the F Bomb came out in 2014, but it's not going to tell me the date. 2013, 2014. I'm pretty sure it was 2014, though. I think. Regardless, is in that area. Oh man, I'm feeling the nostalgia right now. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck man, rest in peace, OG Maco. That's not fair. Depression is such a bitch. OG Maco's career. He gained significant attention with his breakout single "You Guessed It" in 2014. Oh yeah, we got that. Known for his energetic and aggressive style, OG Maco released several mixtapes and projects throughout his career. His music often blends elements of trap, punk, and experimental sounds. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, help is available. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. 988lifeline.org. Okay. And then, so that's just the local reporting in Atlanta. I'm going to go over what I read last week again, just parts of it, because it was really telling about what he was struggling with. I think, let me find it. I actually pulled up the wrong link. I gotta go to my I gotta go to Scratched Up number 23 and dig in the sources of it. I got sources. Let's see here. OG Maco. Here we go. Found it. Okay. You guessed it, rapper OG Maco hospitalized with gunshot wound after apparent suicide attempt. See, is this where he's talking about his depression? Yeah. Okay. So, Maco has suffered various health issues in recent years, including surviving a near-fatal car crash in 2016 that left him with multiple skull fractures, a cracked vertebrae, a broken orbital, and heart palpitations. Like, what the fuck? This is an article from July 26, 2016 on Hip Hop DX. It says, OG Maco was in a serious accident over the weekend and is scheduled to have multiple surgeries in the upcoming weeks, he says on his Twitter page. One of his posts references Kanye West's Through the Wire lyric, "Thank God I ain't too cool for that safe belt," possibly implying he was in a car crash. A month after releasing his OG Maco 2 mixtape, the 24-year-old posted a picture Sunday of himself on a gurney with a neck brace, a black eye, and a middle finger to the camera. Hashtag pray for Maco, he writes for the caption. In his later post, OG Maco reports his injuries as multiple skull fractures, cracked vertebrae in his spine, and heart palpitations. He says he is scheduled for surgery next week for the broken bones. But it's not all bad news for the OGG leader, as he finds the energy to promote his latest single, Alive. I feel alive, he writes, and crack a joke. On the bright side, my plastic surgeon says I can't get any uglier, so fixing my face should be easier, he writes with laughing emojis. I just can't help but feel like there's pain behind that. Ash Riser, an OGG rep, confirms that OG Maco is scheduled to undergo 2 surgeries and gives an update on his current condition. All jokes aside, it could have been much worse. We're all happy he's back and recovering. First night out of the hospital, went directly to the studio, just like Maco usually does. He says in a statement to Hip Hop DX, OGG just asks all of the fan supporters send him positive vibes and some space during his recovery, praying he gets well soon. And that was in 2016. God, less than a decade later. Fuck, man. Okay, back to... So that happened. That left him with multiple skull fractures, a cracked vertebrae, a broken orbital, and heart palpitations. The rapper also underwent surgery to fix his right eye, which was injured during the accident. I gotta show you guys a picture of the eye. It's pretty intense. Maco. Yeah. So this is what he was dealing with, you guys.
Simon Says, upgrade.
We can watch this. DJ Vlad. Should we watch? I don't know how I feel about Vlad. Let's try it. 10 minutes.
OG Maco, welcome back.
What's happening?
It's been a minute.
Long hair and everything now, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think my head was shaved before or something.
Yeah, your shit was shaved. I had blonde hair.
You had blonde hair, now you got dreads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Switch it up for the kids.
Oh yeah. I mean, everyone kind of copied your style in a way.
Everybody copied my style, definitely. Not in a way. I think that's the funniest part. Everybody trying to act like it's like all soul and shit. I don't know why, but everybody definitely. Same time, likely or nothing like that, but at the same time, be aware
This
that
is 8
anything
years
happens to
ago.
anybody, and it can go bad. You know, like you know.
Yeah, this is
oh,
after
my
the
nigga Quinn
accident.
Miller, you know, Western Will, he just lost a fucking leg.
Lost a
know?
leg. What was that from?
A car accident.
Oh, that was a car accident
Yeah,
too?
it was a car accident.
Oh wow.
You know, so I want the kids to realize this is happening. You know, like, shit ain't sweet out here.
Nah. No, like I said, Shorty Low is dead right now.
Yeah, man.
And with 11 children who now have to grow up
and
without
figure it out.
Yeah,
you know, it's
figure it out on
crazy
their
too,
own.
man. Started low when I was a kid.
Conversations like this, in retrospect, are pretty wild.
Just to show you just what kind of legend Low was. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, everybody have a prom. You know what I'm saying? And for the only prom I actually ended up making it to, Charlie Lowe was actually the one that came and done the performances and shit. I remember he had that big ass Super Mario chain and just like niggas,
Shawty
somebody
Lowe
stole the cell
performed at his
phone or
prom.
some shit.
What the
I
hell?
interviewed him at his house actually, like in 2010.
Yeah.
Real good.
I actually was the year I graduated. So that was that
That was
prom.
right around
That
that
was
time.
right around that time,
But it's like
yeah.
he didn't
He
know
seems
me,
like
but
a
he invited me
genuine,
into his
cool
home,
dude.
and you know
Like,
what I mean?
OG
Like we
Maco
hung
seems
out.
so,
It was a
like, down to
D4L
earth.
little studio thing in the back. All his people
seems-
were there.
dude.
Real nice guy,
We
man.
lost-
Great guy, dog. I ain't
Good
gonna lie, man.
spirit.
It hurt everybody in Atlanta. You know, that was like,
We lost
and
someone-
Atlanta
someone
taking
real.
losses. We just lost Fresh, you know what I'm saying? And then just lost Low. You know,
Sad, man.
at least we
It's
got
sad.
WAP back, but shit.
Yeah, Gucci home. So,
We got WAP back. WAP's still
do
here.
you even
That's good.
remember the car accident, or do you just remember
I mean,
waking
it's
up
like-
fucked up?
No, I remember like little flashes and everything. But I mean, one, you gotta understand, we was like fucked up.
Okay.
So I mean, even when I took the little picture, you know, I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Was
like,
he driving?
That's why I was still smiling, you know, because I had my homegirl with me and she was making me laugh and shit.
I
You
wonder
know
if he
what I'm
was
saying? So
driving.
She's like, what you doing? I was like, yeah, you know, fuck this shit. And, you know, I done a little picture real quick.
Well, I mean, right where you're sitting, I'd interviewed the DOC a while back. And, you know, same situation. He was drunk, you know, fucked up,
Yeah.
driving. The police actually pulled him over
Maco
and
was
took
driving.
photos with him and let him go, you know, and then he ended up basically falling asleep behind the wheel, hitting a tree, going through the windshield, and
Fuck.
fucking up his vocal cords permanently. Right after his first album
he's talking about the
came out,
DOC.
and he had
Oh,
just I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
signed off his publishing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
it did happen. He ruined his career.
man, life is fragile.
It is, man.
guys
You
coming
gotta
up
be
with
careful.
Dr.
Fragile,
Dre.
dog. You gotta be careful.
So, you wake up, you're in the hospital. They do the surgery on your eye. They put the eye patch on you.
Well, they put a fucking gauze, terrible thing on me. It had a bunch of blood on it and shit, and then they gave me some flimsy ass patch. I think it might have been like the.
This is a
picture
good.
after
We're gonna
the
keep
first
watching this. I'm
patch.
just
It was
curious.
Fucking terrible. And so I found this guy in Canada who done like custom
up,
leather
y'all?
work. And the
Make
patch
yourself a
was
fly eye patch.
I still got it. I mean, I still had a patch. You know.
Yeah, well, it's in your bag
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
in my bag.
This is
well, I can't get up. But
DJ
yeah,
Vlad
I
interview
grab my bag
of,
for it.
just in case
I still
anybody
got
popped-
it, you know.
just
But
now
what I
popped
found
in,
out
but
was
2016.
the reason I ended up
It's pretty
taking it
old.
off.
But right after
the
his car
patch
accident, that
protected
kind of
my
like
eye for so
started.
long.
It was the start of his health
It's like
issues.
thick. It's not like a little flimsy fucker there, you know. And so I had been wearing the patch so long that my eye had actually healed.
And by the way, this is what his eye looked like. And he had a flesh-eating disease because of this car accident. Like just lots of health issues. And then he's showing us the eye patch. This is him wearing it.
And my retina and stuff wasn't, you know, adjusted to like bright lights and shit anymore. So I was having like crazy ass double vision. I was talking to my surgeon and we thought I was having to get like, you know, a bunch of more surgeries and shit, you know, trying to correct it and shit. And Turns out I just took the patch off and just went through it. You know,
His
like
eye
the
looks
pain, the
totally
light adjustment,
normal.
that kind of
You know,
shit.
like, I mean, I guess it looks a little
Next thing you know,
discolored.
I woke up. It's actually felt like a week ago. You know, I woke up and 2 weeks now. I woke up and
It does look a little discolored, but
So I
it
mean, are you
looks,
still in pain at all, or?
After
I
it
couldn't
get
really
fatigued.
notice it
You know what I'm
unless
saying?
until
Like,
I like focused on it.
it take like the end of the day though. Like maybe like it'll probably take like 2 in the morning, and I'll just start. I'll do this. You know, like it just
That lazy eye.
it'll come back. Like,
Dude, eye stuff scares the
yeah,
fuck
like,
out of me.
Like close
Like
it for a little
getting
while.
an
I'll
eye
switch
injury,
eyes or
that
some shit, but
scares the like
to be able to stay
more
out
than
20,
other
out of it, I
things.
didn't lose any vision.
For real, like it
Oh,
freaks
really?
me out. Like
no,
I can't
it's
imagine.
fully functional.
That's what's
So
up.
scary.
To have everything is like a fucking blessing.
All right, well, man, take an Uber next time.
Yeah, man. That's you're tired of fucking Uber, dog.
Man,
Well,
the fact that he
it's better
didn't
than
kill
the
anybody
alternative, man.
is
Yeah, definitely.
Driving
he's so
drunk.
lucky.
Crazy. My girlfriend's got a fucking a car accident. Weird enough, but
The fact that they're talking about driving drunk so nonchalantly is kind of crazy. Wowzers, y'all. Let's go back to this article though. Let's see here. Let me find it. Okay. So all that happened, right? His eye got all fucked up and his face was all scratched up. But well, I guess the face scratches were. Sorry, let me rewind here. His eye got all fucked up, and then 3 years later, Maco was diagnosed with the flesh-eating disease necrotizing fasciitis, which left much of the skin on his face disfigured, which is what that other picture was next to the already exited out of. But so let's read about that. This is an article from March 10th, 2019, 3 years after his car accident. OG Maco opened up about a serious medical issue he's been dealing with for the past few months. The Atlanta-bred artist used his Instagram stories to reveal his battle with a flesh-eating disease and shared some photos of its effects. So much healing has occurred thanks to God and my doctors that I'm willing to show all a fraction of what I've been going through, he wrote as a caption to the first photo. I was improperly treated for a minor rash and ended up with a skin-eating disease for the last few months. This is the best it looked. I hope it gives someone hope. So I guess this is actually unrelated to the car crash, I guess. Maco noted how the suffering he's gone through has been compounded by a lack of support from his loved ones. And this is where he goes into his depression, which I read this last week. I'll reread it because it's relevant. I've been going through this alone 90% of the time without the support of the person I love. Without most of my friends, without anything but my own strength and God, he explained. Girlfriends, lovers will leave you at your worst. Friendship is many times just a word. Actions are everything. Believe in those who show you actions worth believing in. So this was, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5 years ago, probably nearly 6 years ago. It seems like things did not get better for him. Maco also posted a video about his difficult experience with the disease. I know it took a lot to share any of that because I've been going through this for about 3 months, he said, and everybody I thought would really be there, who I really thought could depend on, wasn't there, he added. It caused me to not really trust anybody or believe in anything. I went through really the worst of it. I've been scared a lot. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to lose my entire face. I almost did. After opening up on Insta, the creator of the viral hit, you guessed it, thanked fans for their support via Twitter. I love you all and appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart, he wrote. Thank you. Let's see. Okay. So, I mean, there's nothing else really to say about it. Rest in peace, OG Maco. If you know somebody that's struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts, have them text 988. It's the National Suicide Hotline. It's new. It's a new thing, and it's wonderful. It's awesome to have that. So call or text 988. And it's easy to share. I remember that off the top of my head just now because I've been seeing it so much. So just be aware of people, Be aware of people and what they may be going through. It's fucking sad, man. Bitch, you fucking guessed it. You fucking guessed it, man. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to some SZA news. SZA as in, from TDE. SZA, TDE SZA. The one and only. Does her fan base have a group name? I don't think they do. I guess her fan base isn't as clicky as that. It's not as tight. It's more of a loose fan base. There's not much of a community, really. Is there? Is there? I don't think there is. But so apparently her so her manager, Punch, TDE Punch, as he's goes by on Twitter, Punch TDE. TDE is Punch has been at TDE since the beginning. If you know about TDE, if you know about hip hop, if you're a fan of Kendrick Lamar, you know who Punch is. He's even a rapper. He raps in a group called A Room Full of Mirrors. It's pretty good. They've been putting out a lot of music recently, and he's dope. And apparently he's a bit of a kind of catty on Twitter, but so is SZA, right? And apparently they've gone at it in the past. There's been online spats between the two or something. I don't really know the details. Between SZA and Punch publicly on Twitter in the past. And that story arc continues on today or 2 days ago when SZA pinned a comment of hers on Instagram. I believe that's what happened here. Replying to somebody, and she said, oh yeah, somebody posted this meme. SZA is no longer managed by Punch TDE, and SZA comes on to their comments and confirms it by saying nothing to celebrate the end of an era. I wish him the best, heart emoji, whatever his choices may be, heart emoji. Can you believe that? How who? Okay. So, right, this is, we're wondering, is this true? Where is there confirmation from the other side? Says, put this out there, right? She's still signed to TDE. I guess she can hire whoever she wants as her manager. So she has, I guess it's well within her right to fire Punch, right? If he's her manager. Okay. But Punch claims otherwise. Or does he? Because in his Twitter bio, it says, I manage SZA. TDE is the family. Now, was this edited after SZA's post, or did it always say, I manage SZA? I don't know the answer to that question. I need to know. And I don't think anybody in this comment section knows. It's just his Twitter bio. He probably forgot to change that shit. Now, I was tweeting out a bunch of stuff. Go look it up. He changed it to I manage SZA, maybe, or something along those lines. Okay, so let's go look it up then. Sounds like we gotta go look it up. Well, look at this. And then Punch changed it to I manage SZA, I think. And then it ended up I manage SZA, TD is the family. It appears they just got into an argument. This is weird and confusing. This is deeply unprofessional. TDE low-key has always been kind of weird and unprofessional, in my opinion. Feeling like a family is its worst and greatest attribute. Yeah, it's like when you interview for a job and they say, we're like family here. You know it means no boundaries and you're always expected to be on the clock. Yeah, exactly. Very unprofessional. It makes me wonder, why does Kendrick Lamar still try to associate himself with that kind of stuff label if he has to be more mature one? I mean, Kendrick just engaged in this petty beef calling Drake a pedophile all summer. So, Kendrick's not above this. Don't act like Kendrick is for some reason above that. If I was him, he has his PG Lang. He doesn't owe them anything. Just keep it friendly, but move on and develop other professional working relationships with new people. That's what he's doing. He's literally doing that. So, okay. Here's the real tea. Short summary. Yesterday, there were social media posts saying Punch was no longer SZA manager. SZA commented confirming it, saying nothing to celebrate. The end of an era. I wish him the best. We saw that. Whatever his choices may be. She also commented, to be clear, I love Punch deeply. No one should be attacking him or being cruel on my behalf. Sometimes people grow apart, and that's okay. SZA also said elsewhere in a comment, seemingly talking about the extra track she was posting about releasing soon and how Punch's departure would impact that. Those were tracks Punch and I spoke about releasing together prior. Obviously, he stepped away abruptly, so sorting the dropout was a bit tricky. Please give me a second. They'll be loaded. Yesterday, Punch's bio showed that he had removed the line about being SZA's manager. There were multiple media outlets who wrote about him not managing her anymore as well. Today, he updated his bio to say what's in the screenshots above, and that's where we are. And that was 2 days ago. So basically, SZA left her label and doesn't work with Punch, allegedly. She responded to a post saying this and confirmed it. But then Punch is over here doing the most and making it difficult for everyone, but putting this message up. It's not really making anything harder, but it's just making things more confusing for us as fans and for camp. SZA never said she left TDE. She said Punch was no longer her manager, which appears to not be the case. Yeah, wait a second. She's definitely still on TDE. See, people think that she can just like that people can just hop out of record deals. Like, no, these artists are locked in. They're not really able to control when they're signed and when they're not. Why would that not pop it up? What? It's being weird. It's not popping up. Okay. Yeah. This is released on Top Dog Entertainment. This is all I was trying to see down here. Oh. Jeez. Trying to see this down here. Whoop. It says Top Dog Entertainment. Under exclusive license to RCA Records. Pretty good, by the way, this project. We're not doing a new music of the week segment tonight because there really wasn't much. But if there was, I will, this could be it right now. This is my album of the week, I guess. Excuse me. It's just the deluxe to SOS, but the new songs, just like an entire new album, they're pretty damn good. So shout out this. But she brought them all together with Lana. This is a dumb tweet. All right. Reddit post, whatever. So yeah, I guess that's the scoop on it. We do have this article written by Rolling Stone, but it looks like this was written before everything kind of played out. This was the day after Christmas, 2 days ago. So, SZA is no longer being managed by Top Dog Entertainment president Terrence Punch Henderson. In a series of Instagram comments, the singer and songwriter revealed that their often contentious manager-client relationship came to an end after Henderson stepped away abruptly from his managerial responsibilities. So this we know this. Her comments on the Instagram. They wonder what would it mean for the singer going forward and who initiated the split. In a separate comment, SZA shared, "To be clear, I love Punch deeply. No one should be attacking him or being cruel on my behalf. Sometimes people grow apart, and that's okay." Reps for SZA did not immediately respond to Rolling Stone's request for comment. Now the musician is doing her best to get the extended release of Lana, the already expanded edition of SOS, back on track. Shortly after the 15-track addendum arrived on December 20th, SZA shared a screenshot of a text exchange with Punch in which she pushed for 3 additional songs to be added to the release. "I think we should let this breathe for a week at least," he responded. "Give it to them for New Year's or Christmas." SZA captioned the post, "King being kind and finna let me purge it all. Yes, I'm secretly begging for more than this. LMAO. Everyone say thank you. I am still Punch. I can't tell. Like, is there salt in this tweet? Is there salt behind this? King being kind and finna let me purge it all. Yes, I'm secretly begging for more than this. Everybody say thank you. So Punch she wants to release like all of her music, but he's pushing back, which from a business standpoint, I guess it makes sense. Christmas has passed and 2025 is coming up fast, but SZA is currently reconfiguring her path forward. Those were tracks Punch and I spoke about releasing together prior. She shared on IG. Obviously, he stepped away abruptly, so sorting the dropout was a bit tricky. Please give me a second. They will be loaded. The arrival of Lana itself was delayed by a few hours, for which Punch claimed responsibility without sharing any specific details about what caused the holdup. Last year, he told Variety that he doesn't mind standing in the line of fire for SZA if it means she can focus on the music. I understand that people need a full guy. Oh, a fall guy. A bad guy, he said. So I prefer that to be me than the artist. I don't need her focusing on that while she's making these records. I'll take that. Maybe this is a publicity stunt. Maybe he, they're trying to be like playing 40 chess over there at TDE. Maybe he was like, yo, look, we need to create drama around this. I think that might be it. They need to create drama around this. Why would he abruptly step away from managing SZA? It just seems contrived. Not gonna lie. Punch was not SZA's sole manager. She has at least two others, but as TDE president, he inherently played a bigger role in her release schedule. He signed her as the label's first woman artist in 2013 and worked with her through the years-long stretch between Control and SOS. In 2022, Punch spoke with Vulture about SZA's relationship with TDE as a label. I'm not going to say there's never been contention, but there's always contention, especially when you're dealing with creative. He said a difference in opinions, it happens, but that doesn't mean somebody is unhappy or anything. It could have been a conversation in the moment. Then a lot of speculation happens. I get it. We have to remember that context is important and you never get the full story through tweets. True that. So that's that. You know what I mean? Kind of interesting. I'll update you if there's developments. For now, I'm calling that as contrived drama to get people talking about the new SZA album. Why would Punch suddenly walk away from SZA, like his biggest artist right now? Like he doesn't even have Kendrick, so like SZA is his biggest artist. Why would he walk away from it? It doesn't make any sense. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it. Mark my words, y'all. Mark my fucking words. Anybody watching? Salute, bro. Rip OG Mac. True dat, man. True dat. Interesting stuff. You know what I mean? Alright, and we got more. This one, I'm excited about this one. And purely because of this image that I'm staring at right now. So, get this, y'all. Remember, around the time of Kendrick's new album drop, Lil Wayne, there was a little like contention between Lil Wayne and Kendrick because Kendrick was talking about Wayne on his album, and then Wayne's tweeting like, why is Kendrick talking about me? Like, what did I do? And then people are like, oh, are they beefing? Like, what's going on? Well, Lil Wayne says he and Kendrick have talked, and he told him he better kill it at that Super Bowl halftime show. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for peace. We love peace in the hip-hop space. We love peace, and we love camaraderie and friendship. And look at what Lil Wayne is wearing. Tell me, is this the same guy that made fucking Lollipop? Are you serious right now? This is the same guy that made fucking Fireman? No way. Like, what is this outfit, Lil Wayne? It's fine, but he just in the face, he still looks like Lil Wayne. But the outfit says something like completely different. Oh man, that's funny, man. I like that. I like it a lot. So Lil Wayne says he and Kendrick have talked, and Wayne's not sour about Kendrick getting the Super Bowl. That was part of it too. Wayne sounded like he was bitter about Kendrick getting the Super Bowl, but you know, whatever Wayne said, like he was just saying something that's probably true. It is kind of crazy that Kendrick's getting the Super Bowl in Wayne's hometown over Wayne. But to be honest, Kendrick's more relevant right now. I think it's a better choice. Usually the Super Bowl goes for the legacy acts, and yeah, Wayne is kind of like a legacy act at this point, at least with how quick fucking hip hop moves. And it's nice. It's been nice to see them get some more relevant artists in there. And who's more relevant than Kendrick Lamar right now? And maybe Kendrick brings Wayne out on stage. I mean, it only makes sense, to be honest. They even have music together, so why not? Gonna listen to Mona Lisa on the fucking halftime show. Can't stand that song, but let's listen to Wayne's World, which is a joke I made the last time we talked about Wayne.
Is that I don't think it, and when we speak, and obviously he can't control that, and so he didn't let me know. It ain't like it ain't like he can control it or nothing. And also, I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he better kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you better kill it. You gotta.
Skip Bayless? Is this a sports show? Skip Bayless? It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a podcast.
Kill it.
Okay. Well, did he say anything to enlighten you about these lyrics about you? I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. I don't.
Is this guy? Who's Skip Bayless? Does he report on hip hop? He sounds way out of his element. This is hilarious, dude. Why does this guy cares about the Lil Wayne and Kendrick drama? Are you serious? I love that for him. I do. Like, it's shocking me.
Let Lil Wayne down. I don't know exactly what that means. If he's sort of.
No.
I don't know exactly what that means. My hard work will let Lil Wayne down. What do you mean you don't know what that means?
If he's sort of.
How do you know?
I don't know exactly.
What do you mean you don't know what that means? You know the context of what we're talking about.
I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. I don't know exactly what that means. If
how are you gonna pretend you don't know exactly what that means? What the fuck? Whoa, this guy is out of his element. I could tell.
He's sort of.
But you don't have to. Even if you're out of your element, you don't have to act dumb.
No, he ain't. I don't think he knew he didn't have to do anything. There was no explanation that was needed for that. I think I understand. Again, that was my first time hearing it when you just said it.
Okay.
But I understand those words. He
didn't even listen to that was his first time hearing. What? Bro, Wayne is a goat for like just being so cluelessly out of the loop, but somehow still staying like involved in the drama, but like not being unaware of like he didn't know about the bar. Like, that's the bar. My hard work let Lil Wayne down. That's the whole bar. Like, that's all he said that caused all of this. But and then also Lil Wayne kind of acting sour about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. I can't fucking say that shit.
Like I said, I think he just mean that he made it there, and his hard work is the reason why he made it there.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I took it.
Is that I don't think it, and when we
they're gonna cut. I want to know how he took it. So yeah, they talked. This is my first time hearing those lyrics. Yeah, but Lil Wayne was. Meanwhile, Lil Wayne's tweeting, "Man, what the fuck did I do? I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed on me. Love." That's his that's his reaction after not knowing what Kendrick said. I think people just tell Lil Wayne that something's happening. Like, he has bad sources of information. I'm pretty sure that's part of the problem. Because Lil Wayne's reactions are so out of pocket sometimes. Gotta be careful scrolling on fucking Twitter. Oh, that's good stuff, you guys. That's good stuff. That was a fun one. A quick one. A fun one. Oh, man. Alright. Should we do another quick but fun one? I think we should. We're just going through the gauntlet right now. Just a chill vibe stream tonight. And I do have a surprise. We're going to do a little unboxing, I think. Quite possibly. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises. I haven't necessarily decided yet. Pretend I didn't say anything. Look at this, you guys. Can you believe this shit? Chance the Rapper, his wife, filed for fucking divorce. The big day exists. The big day is gonna one day be older, gonna have a longer lifespan than Kendrick's actual marriage. That's sad. In the Cook County, Illinois petition for dissolution obtained by TMZ, the document states the couple has a prenuptial agreement. The kids currently live with Kirsten Corley, who cites oh, dude, that's a hard word. Irreconcilable differences. She's seeking child support in an amount that's in the best interest of the kids and waives maintenance. Dude, that's rough. That's so rough. Kendrick. Chance, he lost the kids too, man. He loves his kids. I feel bad for Chance. That's sad. She left his ass because he's not popular anymore. I mean, I'm sure it's way deeper than that, but that's what it feels like. Chance the Rapper's wife is officially cutting the cord when it comes to their marriage because she filed for divorce. Like, is he really that shitty? Chance's wife, Kirsten Corley, beelined it to court Friday and filed for divorce after 5 years of marriage, according to online records. The estranged couple previously announced their separation back in April when they planned to get divorced, and now Kirsten appears to have made the first move. Divorce docs are not yet available, so we don't know what Kirsten is seeking in terms of spousal or child support, but the estranged couple has 2 minor children together, daughters Kinsley and Marley. I feel so sad. Like, filing divorce, how new is this picture? This seems... dude, his star seems to be shot. It's fading fast, man. That's so sad. Worth noting, when they announced their separation, Chance and Kirsten said they plan to raise their daughters together. Chance and Kirsten tied the knot in 2019 at the Pelican Hill Resort in Newport Beach, California, with a celeb-filled guest list, including the likes of Kim K, Kanye, and Dave Chappelle. Yeah, see, those guys aren't showing up anymore. Man, the fall from the sky is rough on this one, you guys. It really is. I feel bad for Chance. I feel like this woman, who knows what's going on at home, but you got the fact, like, man, is he really that bad? He seems to be like a good guy, but maybe he's not. They first started dating way back in 2013, and Chance often made their relationship a key part of his lyrics and musical content. And that's the irony, isn't it, folks? I mean, there's not much more to that story. It is what it is, but it's just ironic as fuck. What else we got here? Mac Miller's alleged drug dealer sprung from Fed prison after being charged on his death. The guy that sold Mac Miller the fentanyl-laced whatever the fuck it was, free from prison. You know, rehabilitated. Yeah, I suppose we believe in rehabilitation out here, over on this side of the YouTubes. Okay, but was justice served? Probably not exactly. I mean, this man should have been charged with fucking murder. I mean, one of the 3 men charged with selling the drugs that killed rapper Mac Miller has been released from federal prison. According to a rep for the Bureau of Prisons, Cameron James Pettit was sprung from the Federal Correction Institution Mendota, California on October 11 after he was arrested in 2019 and charged with conspiring to distribute controlled substances resulting in death. His 2 co-defendants, Stephen Walter and Ryan Rivas, were also busted and indicted on the same federal charges. Under a plea agreement with prosecutors, Walter and Rivas each copped to 1 count of distribution of fentanyl and were sentenced to around 17 and 11 years behind bars, respectively, As for Petit, the feds have been keeping a lid on the current status of his case. Court records show Petit never pled guilty to any charges while he was in federal custody. In fact, he pled not guilty to the charges at his 2019 arraignment, but he apparently been in custody ever since. As we reported, Petit, Walter, and Rivas were accused of selling Miller counterfeit oxycodone pills laced with fentanyl, leading to the hip-hop star's 2018 death in LA Studios City neighborhood. Thursday, Miller's estate announced a new album called Balloonerism, featuring work produced by the rapper between 2013 and 2015. Will be released in January. Fans attending, and we know about the rest. Let's hear from these dudes.
I've always struggled with...
Not from these fuckers. Yeah, you know. So I guess the other two guys got the heftier sentences, 17 and 11 years. This guy got off a little lighter. And he always pleaded not guilty, so maybe, I'd like to hear his case. I'd like to know the details on that. I guess I could find them out, right? It's a long-ass commercial. Okay.
Convicted, we believed, in Mac Miller. 3 people were charged and convicted, we believed, in Mac Miller's death. But one of the guys is already out of jail 5 years after his arrest. He's released from prison. His name is Cameron James Pettit. What's odd about that is we know that the other 2 guys who were arrested and convicted, they pled guilty, actually. They got 17 years and 11 years. So why is Cameron Pettit out after just 5 years?
That's a good question.
The federal
and
Bureau
why does he look like, dude, like, ugh, this guy sucks. I don't even, Mac Miller's death aside, look at this guy. What a douche. Cool dog, though.
Prisons said that he got out last month, October 11th. What they haven't said is where he's gone or explained why he was released after just 5 years.
It is a little weird. We checked the court records, and basically he pled not guilty. That's the last thing that's showing up in the courts. And
Lil Peep wannabe ass, motherfucking ass, fucking murderer ass, fucking piece of shit, douchebag ass.
then it was sealed, so we don't really know
Dumbass.
exactly what happened. We reached out.
So we
to
don't know what his sentence was.
Exactly. We don't know what his sentence was. And Harvey, obviously you've been covering stuff like this for a
feds
while. This
kept it
makes me
secret.
think that this guy probably took a deal and maybe gave up the other 2 guys, and that's why it's sealed. I don't know.
yeah.
It's weird. We've reached out to
Yeah.
his attorney who
Pleading
hasn't
not
got back
guilty,
to us,
trying to
but it's
worm
obviously
wiggle his
interesting
way out of
timing
it.
as well. Just
He seems like a rich kid. Maybe he had better lawyers than them. What'd you say? Junie's outside, Vivi. All right, let me go help my daughter real quick. I'll be right back. We'll resume this in a minute here. Stay tuned, y'all. Don't leave. I don't know if anybody saw that, but that was pretty cool. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. Continuing on, we're learning about Mac Miller is one of the people that sold Mac Miller drugs that killed him. Got released only after 5 years, and the whole time he was pleading not guilty. And these TMZ reporters they're putting forward that maybe this guy ratted out the other 2 guys, because the other 2 guys got 17 and 11 years respectively. This guy got 5.
because just this week they announced Mac Miller they would be releasing another album for him in January. So all the fans are talking about him, and then this news breaks that he gets
I
out.
have been a lawyer for a long, long time, and I'm not saying I know
I didn't know this guy was a lawyer in his past. I didn't know that. That's cool.
everything about this, but I've never heard of a sentence that was under seal. That the sentence,
Right.
I've never heard that was confident. I mean,
Right.
By definition,
This guy, he's got to be a rich kid. This is what I was saying before I had to leave. This kid has got to be like
the sentence
a
is
valley rich kid or something, spoiled.
sentence
I just can just
is not
tell.
confidential.
Where can I fucking rewind? I can just tell, dude. The tattoos, the douchebag. Yeah, he's a drug dealer in L.A. Ugh, dude. Piece of shit.
Was confident. I mean,
Right.
by definition,
And he's getting fucking. This dude's never heard of a sentence that's been confidential. This dude's getting like treated like someone that's never been treated before. He has money. I'm just calling it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
a sentence is not confidential. So I don't understand why there was so much trouble figuring out what this dude was sentenced to.
What he was sentenced to, and if they're keeping that sealed, keeping his conviction or sentence sealed, but then they have why not seal the fact that he got out?
That he got out.
Right.
I mean, then the cat's out of the bag that he's out. So if you're really trying to protect him for whatever reason.
Hold on. Make sure we're good here. All right. What's up, y'all?
You've just said he's out.
Well, because the thing is, Harvey, in federal prison, you can just search people's names, and then it will show when
Then
they
why
got
not show the
released.
sentence? I mean, if you can do that, why are you hiding the sentence if you know where the guy is? If you're really trying to protect him, that's what just doesn't make sense. I have never heard of a sentence under seal. It just never ever other than juvenile.
Right. And he's an adult, so that's not this.
He's an adult.
It is just odd after just 5 years.
Oh, look at that sweater. Oh, that's such a Mac Miller sweater.
Yeah.
So such Mac Miller vibes for sure.
And it may be that's all he got. We don't know. Or he did 85%, which is what they do in
that
prison.
would certainly point to him cutting some sort of deal and giving up the other two, because they got 17 and 11 years, and he only gets 5.
But here's the problem with this. What did the other two guys do?
So
they didn't go to trial.
They didn't go to trial. One of them was the actual dealer.
Right.
One was the
distributor.
The distributor.
Like he was the guy who was supplying all the drug. Like I think he was the one who.
Blastoise sweatshirt, dude. Mac Miller's such a fucking real one, bro.
Was either obtaining it or making the drugs.
And then someone actually delivered it. Was just
So they're all culpable. They all sound like some maybe more culpable than others, but somewhat equally culpable.
But they didn't go to trial.
They did not.
So if they didn't go to trial and they pled, you
wouldn't need
this guy didn't
him to give them
testify
up.
against them. Right. Something doesn't make sense there.
How's it going? I'm James from Sun Valley, Idaho. Yeah, the whole situation surrounding Mac Miller's death is just so sad. I feel like in situations like this, though, it is hard to know who's ultimately responsible. And also, Cameron is just one of 3 to be accused for distributing the drugs, and he did plead not guilty. So I think there needs to be more of an investigation to find out what really happened, and who knows, maybe he's innocent.
Well, he's not innocent.
No, because they had him in prison for 5 years.
He's not innocent.
And that one to go. Ready to go. Yeah, so is that all the information we have about the case? Like, let's see if I can find out, like, Cameron James Pettit. We'll find out, like, what he did exactly. Let's see if I can find it. So, Pettit was arrested for allegedly supplying Miller with a fake oxycodone pills that contained fentanyl. Here we go. Doesn't get more official than this. Arizona man agrees to plead guilty to distributing fentanyl in connection with overdose death of hip-hop artist Mac Miller. An Arizona man has agreed to plead guilty to a federal crimes charge for supplying counterfeit farm. So I guess he's the one that like the actual dealer. Oh wait, he's the guy that gave it to the drug dealer. pharmaceutical connect fentanyl to the drug dealer accused of selling them. So he was like the supplier. So if anything, he's even more responsible. This guy should be even more responsible. No? If he's he's more in an orchestrated, executive role here. Ryan Michael Rivas, 38, formerly of West Los Angeles and who moved to Lake Havasu, Arizona in 2019, has agreed to plead guilty to a single count, superseding information charging him with distribution of fentanyl. According to a plea agreement filed today on September 4, 2018, at the direction of co-defendant Stephen Andrew Walter, 48 of Westwood Rivas, knowingly distributed counterfeit oxycodone pills to co-defendant Cameron James Pettit. Oh, I see. So Rivas is the one that knew that they were fake. Right. I guess that makes sense. You want to get the guy that is knowingly supplying the fake ones that are gonna kill you. But frankly, I mean, I don't know, man. To be wrapped up in that, like you're selling oxycodone, that's pretty bad in the first place. I mean, 5 years in jail, that's enough for that. I don't know. Unless it's proven that, somehow proven that that our guy Pettit did know that it was laced with fentanyl, and unless it's proven that he knew, from what I'm reading here, with what I know so far, it sounds like Pettit didn't know that they were laced with fentanyl. Or cut, however you say it. Oh, they're saying laced. Fentanyl laced. That would definitely, it wouldn't make Pettit a victim, obviously, but he was ripped off, a victim of fucking fraud. But you're dealing in illegal substances, so yeah, so I guess hopefully we find more details. It sounds like they're trying to keep things wrapped on that, which is kind of weird. I don't know, man. I just want Mac Miller back, for real. Fuck all those dudes. If you're selling to Mac Miller, bro, you should be testing your shit. You're selling to high profile clients, no matter who you are. I came on stream looking like a goddamn mess tonight, but I'm here for y'all. But you know what I mean? Test your product. If you're selling, what the fuck, man? So unnecessary. Could have been prevented so easily. This is a wild ass fit, man. I don't know how well that one's working, but let's just do a little photo tribute to Mac Miller. Why not? Quickly. We love Mac Miller around here, around these parts. I saw him in concert in 2012 or something on the Macadelic tour. It was my one and only time seeing him. You know what I mean, yo? Whoa. Baggy Mac Miller. Thank you. My daughter keeps calling for me. She needs to be asleep. She's supposed to be laying down with her mama. Oh, she went back upstairs. She's a crazy one, yo. I'm telling you, my daughter is a crazy one. It's a miracle I even get to stream at all sometimes. It's a miracle I've gotten this far tonight, to be honest. We work on miracles around here. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Balloonerism coming soon. January 20-something. Cigarettes and coffee. Awards, killing it. And that's the last one, y'all. Oh shit. Sorry. Not sure how much y'all missed of that. Probably the whole thing, huh? I'll do it again. Yeah. Mac to the mizzle. One of a kind, for real. Unreplicable artist. Is that a word? Don't think so. But yeah, that's the shit. Oh shit. Just accidentally clicked out of something. Our next story, actually, I accidentally clicked out of it, but here we are. I'm back. We're back. So this is an update to a story that didn't need a fucking update, and it's actually a really unfortunate update, and I don't know the details yet. So we're gonna find out about this one together. And first, I'm gonna give my daughter my cell phone so she can relax. So, 1 second, y'all. 1 second, and we're gonna get into this. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Kendrick mural in Compton defaced again. This is the mural Kendrick was talking about in Whacked Out Murals. So, 1 second, we're gonna talk about this. Truly, awfully sorry about that, you guys. It's just that I have a family I have to tend to every 2 minutes. Not even joking. But thanks for sticking around, one concurrent viewer. Oh, 0 concurrent viewers. Maybe 1. I can't tell. But if you're out there, you're a real one. Let's read about Kendrick Lamar mural in Compton defaced once again. This is the second mural featuring the rapper that has been vandalized within the Compton area. Fucking blasphemy, dude. Bullshit. Stupid. Yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. The energy will make you move to Europe, where those are the first bars we hear from Kendrick on the intro track from his latest album, GNX, right after mariachi singer Dira Barrera set the table with her beautiful voice in an effort for Lamar to showcase the full range of Southern California street culture. Wow, what an intro. The mural the Compton rapper was referring to was painted on the side of Tam's Burgers, the burger joint featured in his Not Like Us video, and was painted by artist Mike Norris. This guy, Mike Norris, actually liked my Instagram post on the Quarter Day Recordings Instagram because I reposted. He posted a video showing the mural that Kendrick's talking about. He's like, it was a blessing to have Kendrick speak about this incident because his mural got whacked. It was the mural that he painted of Kendrick. And I reposted him shouting out Kendrick on the Quarter Day Recordings Instagram story because that's what we do. And he liked that shit, bro. So, respect to Mike. According to Norris on his Instagram, he recorded a video of the defaced mural and said it happened after a Dodgers game. However, he also could have been talking about another mural painted by artist Slow Motion and Gustavo Zermano Jr. earlier this summer on the back of a Honduran restaurant, Misabor, on Rosecrans at Compton, that's now been defaced multiple times. Slow Motion reposted a XXL IG post about the mural and commented on the post, writing, I was one of the artists who painted the mural, and the guy who blacked out the Kendrick face literally just made it worse. So, there's multiple times that this has happened. I actually don't know exactly who I reposted it. Either one of those guys, I'm sure. Back in November, they shared an IG reel featuring security footage of a vandal defacing the mural and referred to the song Whacked Out Murals, along with a caption that read, a couple of months ago, our Kendrick mural got hit. Of course, we were pissed and wanted to fix it. Just keeps getting worse. Flash forward to today, and Kendrick drops a song about the situation. This might have actually been what I reposted. Doesn't necessarily make it okay, but it does feel good to have our hard work for the community immortalized in a song by one of the greatest to ever do it. Thank you, Kendrick, for making the situation a little better today. The aforementioned Barrera spoke to Billboard about her involvement in Lamar's surprise album and talked about being invited by Norris to be featured on an upcoming episode of his YouTube series Art and Soul centered around the mural. So look at this, all this culture bubbling up. LA culture, I love to see it. We love to see it. This is so cool. Stuff is happening here. People are connecting. People are creating. People are commemorating and celebrating the art. We love that. The artist who made that painting spoke to me. His name is Mike Norris. She told deputy editor of Billboard Espanol, Regal Ratner Arias, in quotes that didn't make the interview. I don't know if you know a little bit about what happened when he did that painting, that it was scratched, vandalized from Kendrick's previous album. And because of that, Kendrick made the song Whacked Out Murals, the first song on the album where I appear. Adding, then the artist invited me to be there. It was something very nice because somehow we connected and we had that in common. There's a documentary coming out of the artist who made that painting so soon. It's going to come out. Very cool to be there because we both in some way have that in common with Kendrick. So yeah, they whacked out his mural twice. It's fucked up, right? So 2 instances of the mural whacking. People better watch their back. If you're whacking Kendrick, you better watch your back. How about that? You're not safe. Kendrick haters. Okay. So it appears we've reached the final story. Okay. Now, it's the final one for a reason, because it's the biggest bummer of a story. But, well, I guess maybe not the biggest bummer, because OG Maco died. That was pretty much the biggest bummer. But this one's not much better. Okay? So, let's get into it. Slowthai was found not guilty of raping 2 fans at a house party. He was accused. This news kind of crashed down on the hip hop community, I guess, or the Slowthai fandom, a couple years ago. At this point, of him being accused of rape, and it really halted his career. I guess it was that 2023 where that happened. He just dropped an album, and then these accusations came out. Or really, the lawsuit came out. Look at this ugly ass motherfucker. Jesus, really, truly ugly individual. Let's read. He was just cleared on all these charges. Very unfortunate, because I believe he actually did do it. The rapper and musician, real name Tyrone, and this is something we haven't talked about on this channel, which I've been meaning to. I've been kicking it down the road, and once again, kicking it down for so long that kicked it too long, because, or maybe there was a reason I was kicking it, and I didn't even realize, because this is the biggest news about it was about to drop, that he's clear of all the charges, so we can just talk about it all at once. You know what I mean? But let's see. The rapper and musician, real name Tyrone Frampton, has been cleared of 3 counts of rape after the incident occurred following a gig in 2021. The 29-year-old's co-defendant, Alex Blake Walker, was also cleared of 3 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The trial at Oxford Crown Court heard how one of the complainants was added to a VIP list after meeting the rapper before an intimate show. One of the complainants was added to a VIP list after meeting the rapper before an intimate show at the Bowling Den in Oxford. They later headed back to a house party where the alleged attack was said to have taken place. The jury was told that Frampton had insisted on 2 rules: no phones and no boys. Frampton and Blake Walker were alleged to have taken the 2 complainants onto the roof of the property where it was claimed that the attack took place. The prosecution had also alleged that Blake Walker raped the first complainant while being encouraged by Frampton, while alleging that Frampton twice raped the second complainant while he was being encouraged in turn by Blake Walker. Frampton and Blake Walker both said that sexual activity had taken place with the 2 women, but the pair insisted it was consensual and denied 3 joint charges of rape against the 2 women. The rapper, whose first album came in the Mercury Prize nominated Nothing Great. That's a weird way to phrase this. The rapper whose first album came and the Mercury Prize nominated Nothing Great About Britain in 2019 is yet to comment on the verdict. Wait, and that's all we get from this? Okay, well, I need more details than that. We need more. That's the link I had pulled up about it. Oh, yeah, I had a second link pulled up. See, look at me, prepared. Look at that. So now we're on to the BBC. Rapper Slowthai breaks down as he is cleared of rape. December 16th. Grammy-nominated rapper Slowthai has broken down in court after being cleared of raping a fan at an after-show party. The 29-year-old had been accused of raping the woman following his performance at the Bullingdon in Oxford. In September 21, he and his co-accused Alex Blake Walker were both found not guilty on 3 joint counts of rape. Mr. Blake Walker was also cleared on 1 count of sexual assault. As the not guilty verdicts were read out, Mr. Frampton broke down in tears in the dock while crying. Was also heard from the public gallery. The jury, made up of 8 men and 4 women, reached its majority verdicts after more than 10 hours of deliberation. Why is the jury skewed like that? I feel like it should be equally men and women. Why is it an 8-man jury? That's weird. That's what? I don't know how different Europe, like Great Britain's judicial process is than American. I feel like it should be equally men and women. That's weird. Reaches majority verdicts after more than 10 hours of deliberation. The trial heard that a group of women who Mr. Frampton had met before a show on the Cowley Road in Oxford had invited the rapper and his friends to a party at one of their houses. The prosecution had alleged Mr. Blake Walker had raped the one woman whilst being encouraged by Frampton. We got that. Giving evidence during the trial, he said, "I know she was consenting. There wasn't a question." He's beefed up a bit. Slowthai left the court with his wife. He has a wife? Whoa, I didn't know. He's married now? Whoa, okay. Mr. Frampton of Wellingborough Road, Northampton, was supported throughout the trial at Oxford Crown Court by his wife, the pop star Anne Marie. Defending Mr. Frampton, Patrick Gibbs, KC, earlier told the court that his client would be canceled for the rest of time, whatever the outcome of the trial. Yeah, pretty much. In his closing remarks, Mr. Gibbs said Slowthai wasn't everybody's stereotype of a rapper, adding he was a thoughtful and modest man who throws himself sometimes recklessly into life. Even if he, Mr. Frampton, is acquitted, the allegations will not leave him, he added. Judge Ian Pringle, KC, told court that the case had raised a lot of high feelings. Mr. Blake Walker of Wildbutton Road, South London, put his arm around his friend as the pair were told they could walk free from the dock by Judge Pringle. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. I need to hear from the women. What's their story? What's their story, bro? Like, what? The men's friends and family cheered loudly outside the courtroom following the verdicts. Yeah, this man, he's going to keep trying to rap. I guarantee it. People are going to be there for it. He'll still have a career. No doubt. I won't be there for that, but there will be people. The trial heard that Mr. Frampton had got his nickname during his youth in Northampton, where he was known to talk slowly and often stutter. He has released 3 albums and was nominated for a Grammy Award in 2021. He was also nominated for the Mercury Prize in 2019. The rapper was removed from the lineup of Glastonbury Festival as well as reading in Leeds after he was charged in 23. Mr. Frampton's co-defendant Alex Blake Walker, 27, was also cleared on all counts. And get some water here. Throat's tightening up. Stream won't be going on too much longer. I gotta wake up early. Also, I got a PS5. Mentioned that. I bought Baldur's Gate. I really want to play that, but I probably won't get a chance to start until tomorrow, unfortunately. But once I get home from work, I'm playing Baldur's Gate. I'm jumping into that shit, bro. I'm diving into a fucking journey. A journey. But probably going to wrap up this stream out after the story and play a little bit of Marvel Rivals. If you know what I mean. Anyways, she said that her trustworthy client, quote-unquote trustworthy client, believed the complainant had been fully consenting to the sexual acts. Mr. Blake Walker had a budding career as an actor and musician, but had been almost completely out of work since the incident, Miss Nwosu added. And that's it. I'd like to know more about the girls' stories, so let's see what we can find. Thai. It's all just like... Oh, here we go. Maybe this will tell me. This is from LA Times. 2023. So there's not doesn't seem to be many details from the women of, like, I don't know. I'm sure there are. I just haven't been able to find them. Like, I got the detail of, like, each of them, like, cheering each other on. Was charged last month with oral and vaginal penetration of a woman without her consent. So were they drunk? Like, were they consenting in the time, but, like, super drunk? Frampton's co-defendant also pled guilty to 1 count of rape and 2 sexual assaults. Both men are accused of raping the same woman, but Blake Walker is also accused of sexually assaulting another woman. The court released both men, who have been placed on conditional bail until their trial begins in July 2024. Okay, we know about that. And this is Slowthai's statement at the time. Regarding the allegations being reported about me, he said, I categorically deny the charges. I am innocent and I am confident my name will be cleared. Until then, I will apply my energy to ensure this is concluded swiftly and justly. I ask that my supporters don't comment about the situation and respect the process of privacy of my family during this time. The rapper made a name for himself in 2019 with his well-received and politically charged debut album, Nothing Great About Britain. Yes, we know. Okay. So I'm not getting the details that I want. I guess, like, I got some, like... Oh, here's something. Slowthai rape trial. Woman denies being, quote-unquote, jealous of attention rappers gave to friends as she details attack. Yeah, details attack, please. Thank you. A woman allegedly raped by rapper Slowthai has denied being jealous of the attention he gave her friends, describing such claims as disgusting and not true, a court heard. The Grammy-nominated artist, whose real name is Tyrone Frampton, is accused of raping the woman during a house party in Oxford. Okay. The complainant told the court she was attacked on the roof of the property after meeting Frampton at the Bowlington bar, following his gig. She admitted to drinking and taking drugs, including ketamine and cocaine, after breaking up with her boyfriend the day before. Okay. I didn't get angry, I was just sad, she said, describing her mood earlier in the evening. By the end of the night, I had pretty much forgotten about it. When asked by prosecutor Heather Stango about suggestions she pursued Frampton because she was jealous of his earlier attention to one of her friends, the woman firmly denied it. It's just not true. She was a similar age to my sister, and I just felt protective. She was a sweet girl and didn't deserve whatever was going to happen to her. Okay. She also rejected claims that she made the rape allegation because a friend had called her a slut, saying, that word doesn't bother me. It really wasn't that big of a deal. It was her anger, not the words she was calling me. The prosecution alleges Frampton raped the woman twice, encouraged by Blake Walker, while Blake Walker raped the second complainant, encouraged by Frampton. Both men also allegedly sexually assaulted the first woman. Defense lawyer Patrick Gibbs, KC, suggested the complainant initiated sexual contact, including oral sex, which she strongly denied. I didn't want to do that, no. She said, I vomited. I didn't want to be there. She didn't want to be there. I heard her trying to move away and retching. He was trying to do so many disgusting things. See, these are the details I want to know. I want to hear what she's saying about this, because She seems pretty fucking disturbed. The woman described the alleged rape as entirely non-consensual. I was completely silent. I didn't lie down. I was moved around and pushed onto the floor. She said the fact that I had to dig so deep to find these details is fucking nuts. This should be plastered all over the front of all of these articles talking about him. It's like, yeah, he's not guilty, but this is the story. Like, these are the details. Dude, the media is so sick. I don't know what's going on, but they don't know how to write a fucking interesting article. This is what's interesting. And I had to go, literally I had to press to the second page on the Google search. Who the fuck does that? Nobody. Ridiculous. Google is ridiculous. She said the attack ended when a friend interrupted by opening a window and shouting, prompting Frampton to jump off the roof and run. I was not a person. He was not doing anything for me. It was entirely about him, she told the court. When asked why she didn't protest, she explained, I just did not want to be a fuss and make a big deal. I thought I would see it out, go back home to bed and pretend like things didn't happen. She said she immediately recognized it as an assault. The whole time it was happening, I immediately knew I had been raped. Frampton of Northampton and Blake Walker of Southeast London deny all charges, which include 3 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The trial continues. The trial's over. It's fucking over, dude. It's fucking, dude, that sucks. It's so sad. It sounds like, there's very little protections for, rape victims in the UK courts. Maybe even less in America. Look at these fucking Slowthai. He's such a goober. You know, I used to fuck with him. He used to be a tolerable goober. And now he's a rapist goober. He's found not guilty, but listen to I'm serious. You heard what I just read, right? You guys are here. You heard. But with that being said, my voice is really giving out right now. And I read through all the stories I had. And I gotta wake up early, you guys. I gotta wake up. It's so sad. I don't want to wake up early. But I gotta wake up early. And I gotta Uber to fucking work because my car broke down. Life is tough, you guys. It's fucking tough. There's another viewer just popped in here. I'm peacing out right now. But rewind the stream, watch. I just went over tons of stories. Interesting stuff happening out there. My voice is giving out. But thank you to everybody who joined in here. You know what I mean? I love doing these streams. And I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. This is my life now. I'm a fucking hip-hop research streamer. Okay? And I'm actually about to start whipping up some music again. You guys don't know, but I am a audio engineering student and a music producer as well, and a live producer. Produce church services, which is kind of crazy, but it's a good job and it's fun and I like it a lot. And but I've taken a break from producing music for the last two semesters or so. But my creative juices, they're coming back, they're flowing, and so we're gonna be producing on this channel as well. If you don't already, you gotta go check out the social media, the Quarter Day Recordings social media, at Quarter Day Recordings on Instagram, at Quarter Day Recordings on fucking TikTok, at Quarter Day Recording. Well, and then also you can find me at Derek Obscure on Instagram as well, at Derek Obscure, and at Derek Obscure on X. You know, it's all linked. You know what I mean? But this has been Scratched Up Live. Okay, number 24 actually. I am Derek Obscure. make sure to give this video a thumbs up. That's something that helps you and me. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you're interested in this type of content. It'll suggest other types of content based on this, and then it helps me. And it's so free. Oh, shit. It's so free to give the content you like a thumbs up. I do it to all the videos I like. All the creators I like. I make sure to give them a quick thumbs up and subscribe if you feel like it. If you want more of this, I do weekly streams here, and then I chop these up, edit these streams up and into their own smaller videos. You know how we do it out here. It's Derek Obscure. This has been Scratched Up Live, number 24. I love you guys. Peace.